Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Introduction to Television and Cinema. And this is Sandra Juliet Jose. In this session, we are going to discuss about, we were discussing about Indian cinema. And in this session, we are going to start with the masters of Indian cinema. Okay, it's a very important area. We'll get so many questions from that, and just not just about questions, in the exams. It is good to have a better understanding of these masters. So in this section, we can say that we discuss about those set of people who have probably understood the art and technique of filmmaking, and in a way we consider that their making, it is in fact better than most of their contemporaries, and hence they have made an outstanding contribution, we can say, to the growth and also to the development of cinema in various ways. So the wide canvas they have presented took Indian cinema into fresh heights. This is in fact the contribution of these set of people whom we are going to discuss in different lectures that are going to come. Okay, so the first person that we are going to discuss is H.S. Bhatavdekar. Okay, this is the photo of this particular person. Okay, so Harishchandra Sakharam Bhatavdekar from 18, he lived between 1868 to 1958. He's also called as Save Dada. Okay, D should be capital. So Save Dada, he is popular. Save, you can see the spelling as S-A-W-E also. Both spellings are popular. Okay, and he is the first Indian to make a film in India, or you can say a motion picture in India, not a feature film. We're talking about motion picture in India, the first Indian to make motion picture in India. All these details are factual, and you have to, because usually we'll get a question on any of the masters, so you have to remember, you have to focus on these directors. Okay, so these are the three points that we can say about H.S. Bhatavdekar. Now he was a resident of Mumbai, and also so basically he is from Mumbai. That is the first point that you can remember. So a Maharashtrian portrait photographer. He was basically a portrait photographer by occupation. Bhatavdekar was one of the first witnesses to the Lumiere Brothers film show in 1896 in Mumbai. We have already seen in the introduction part that Lumiere Brothers, once they have invented with this new technique of moving pictures, they traveled through almost most countries of the world, and they made a kind of a screening for that. So he was one among those people who watched this particular show of Lumiere Brothers when they came to India, and they presented their work in 1896. Okay, and soon what he did is, like, he soon acquired a movie camera from London and a projector, and went on to make some films on day-to-day, basically on day-to-day life of the city, as also some and also some other important events. He has started making films, so that we can see that up there. So he was basically a still photographer in Mumbai, and watched the Lumiere's movie screened at Watson Hotel in Mumbai, and was inspired by the film, and he ordered a camera from England, and with this particular camera he shot a clipping. He started taking photos, clippings of day-to-day life. Okay, of which the most popular one is like a clipping of a wrestling match. So the wrestlers, we have to remember the title of the work. We have to remember the year in which it has come out. It came in the year 1899. Okay, I forgot to mention it here, but you have to remember the year 1899, and that was screened in 1899 in Mumbai. Okay. And what was it about? The clipping is popularly known as The Wrestlers, and it is considered as the first motion picture produced in India. It is not the first feature film. We are talking about a motion picture, a picture that is moving, a picture that has got some motion. Okay, so first motion picture produced in India. It was not a feature film like that of Raja Harishchandra. Rather, it is a short documentary, you can say, or we can call it as a factual film. Factual, Factual, factual. And for some critics, Bhatavdekar is the father of Indian factual film. Okay, a stream which is not that popular these days, but you can say. So this is basically a documentary, and the wrestlers were shot during a wrestling match in Mumbai, and was the first film to be shot by an Indian. Okay, so and a few more things that are there in your textbook, that is like one, Bhatavdekar made films on day-to-day life, okay, of the city, and also on some other important events that are around him. Okay, other major works, we have to remember 3 more works of Bhatavdekar. One is Man and Mangi, which also came in the same year 1899. Then another one is like Atash Behram, which came in the year 1901. Not that popular, but people usually talk about that movie. Okay, it is basically about the renovation of a Pasi-Phi temple. Then another work is like landing of Sir M.M. Bonugri, Bhownugree, which also came in the year 1901. It is about the life of a British member of Parliament of Parsi Indian origin. Okay, so other than all these, another most important work, or you can say the milestone of his career, is the Delhi Durbar, Delhi, Delhi Durbar, 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 which came in the year 1903, which is a short documentary, about the coronation and all such things, which is like a very popular one, or you can say a milestone in his career. So that you can say is like all about H.S. Bhatavdekar. He can be called as the first documentary filmmaker of India, and for some critics he's the father of Indian factual film. And you can say that his films became India's first new reels, means like that motion picture, the first motion picture. The name of that motion picture is The Wrestlers. Okay, and which came in the 1899. All these things we have to remember. Man and Monkey, another work. Then Delhi Durbar. These are the important works, and he is basically from Bombay, and now he witnessed, or he watched the first show of Lumiere Brothers, when they showcased 6 films at Watson Hotel in Mumbai in 1896. He was one among those people who attended, who saw that, okay, and got inspired from that, and he got a camera. He ordered a camera from England, and he started shooting clippings around him. Okay, so that is about Bhatavdekar. So thank you. We'll continue with Dada Sahib Phalke in the next lecture. Okay, stay at home, stay safe, and be happy. God bless.